Work to get that on as a Catino, and that's it. Test, test, test. Gotta love soccer.
Six, a one-time shot, and it's 2-2.
Lays it off for Sullivan, and then off the post it in. Work to get that on as a Catino, and that's it.
Six, a one-time shot, and it's 2-2.
Lays it off for Sullivan, and then off the post it in.
Six, a one-time shot, and it's 2-2.
Lays it off for Sullivan, and then off the post it in. Work to get that on as a Catino, and that's it. Lays it off for Sullivan, and then off the post it in. Work to get that on as a Catino, and that's it.
Six, a one-time shot, and it's 2-2.
Lays it off for Sullivan, and then off the post it in.
Six, a one-time shot, and it's 2-2.
Lays it off for Sullivan, and then off the post it in. Work to get that on as a Catino, and that's it.
Lays it off for Sullivan, and then off the post it in.
Work to get that on as a Catino, and that's it.
Looking to play at the next level? MSN is now offering player recruitment videos. We are excited to partner with you and your family in getting you to the next level. To learn more about our packages and what we offer, head over to the MichiganSoccerNetwork.com. Remember, your journey starts with a click.
Now Worrell has a good cutback from him. He'll fire one, and that's going to go in!
Michigan Soccer Network, man! DCFC!
The sights, the sounds of historic Keyworth Stadium. There's nothing quite like it. Each week, Jonathan Turner and Neil Rule will break down the most recent Detroit City FC USL Championship match, taking a look at the Eastern Conference standings, looking ahead to their upcoming match, and much more. Watch the Detroit City FC recap show each week on the Michigan Soccer Network.
Let's go City on the Michigan Soccer Network.
You are watching the Michigan Soccer Network.
Northwestern is up from 12, now at 10.
Voice of Michigan Student Athletes, the Student Advisory Council's role
is to convey the message of how high school sports are supposed to be played.
We were responsible for helping the MHSAA maintain a positive and healthy atmosphere
in which interscholastic students can thrive.
We believe athletes should be competitive,
sportsmanlike, and excel academically.
We believe students in the stand should have fun,
but not take the focus away from the game. We believe coaches should act as teachers,
helping student athletes develop while still keeping high school sports in perspective.
We believe that parents should always be positive role models
and be supportive of their child's decisions.
We believe officials commit their own time to high school sports.
And respect should always be shown and given to them.
The most important goal for student athletes is to enjoy high school sports
while maintaining a high level of respect for all those involved in the games.
Enjoy the game.
Are you looking to take your game to the next level? Did you know that MSN is now offering player recruitment videos? Our packages include a player profile where you show your preferred positions, the club, the league, or school that you play in, your current coach contact information, and more. The highlight videos could be self-submitted, 15 to 30 clips that will be put into a 3 to 7 minute long video. Video review of your Huddle, VO, or other platforms that you might have video on, as well as for an additional charge, MSN can come out and film games for you to create those clips. Our coach evaluation process, which is also an additional charge, where we have college coaches from various levels across the United States that will review your game film and provide feedback on how to improve that film, as well as also evaluating your play and what you can improve on. To learn more about our packages and what we offer, head over to the MichiganSoccerNetwork.com. Remember, your journey starts with a click.
Our mission is to help players take their game to the next level and reach their potential.
Not only do we help develop fundamental technical skills such as ball control in tight spaces with different surfaces, dribbling at speed and changing direction, using a variety of 1v1 skills to create space, receiving on a half turn, hook turn, and out of the air, finishing off the dribbling, one-touch, volleys, and headers. We help players get comfortable performing these skills at game speed with pressure and with both their dominant and non-dominant foot. In addition, we help players with their speed of play, awareness of space, defenders and teammates, and also dominate with our off-the-ball movement. We offer a variety of services such as one-on-ones, small groups, large groups, as well as team sessions. We have an experienced coaching staff that is professional, friendly, patient, while still holding players to high standards and holding them accountable. No matter what level you're at as a player, I'm confident we can help you get better. Over the past 3 years, we've built one of the best soccer-specific training facilities in the country and developed one of the most detail-oriented programs to help out players. Visit our website.
Granite City Food and Brewery has 2 Michigan locations in Troy and Northville. Serves made-from-scratch food, brews in-house beer, and even has brunch every Sunday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. To learn more about their daily specials or to book a private party, visit gcfb.com. Make sure you head over to Granite City in Northville at the corner of 7 Mile and Haggerty, or the Troy location at 16 Mile and I-75.
I'm a husband. I'm a father.
I'm a sister.
I'm a son. I'm a brother.
I'm a daughter. I'm a sister. I'm a referee.
I'm a referee.
I am a referee.
I'm a referee.
Towards goal. Now Fisher recollects. This one in now. Boy, stop! This is speed. He's got Dawson inside. There's a back post. Now there's Ald up and in. It's still loose inside the box. Now a rear end up and in. Collect down by the inlet. Slot does a cross. Oh, right to Clemenson. Clemenson left foot. Oh, what a foot save. Shot by Mimi. Saved by Alvarado. Another loose ball and in. Then gets a head on it. Ball just kind of settles down. And now look at this. Pearson will fire one and a great save. Boystow puts one right on and in. Upper 90 from Jonah Boystow. Fantastic ball for Al Rashid. In. Al Rashid. He'll put it inside the box and in. Claybeer from Henry. It's 4-3. Hello, everybody, and welcome into Atwood Stadium. It is win or go home. It is USL League 2. Playoffs here on the Michigan Soccer Network. It is the Flint City Bucks hosting Fort Wayne FC. And it's all live right now here at Atwood Stadium in Flint, Michigan. Jonathan Turner alongside my broadcast partner, Mr. Dan Stickrat. And we're excited to bring you into our press box to talk about this matchup, Dan. And these two teams saw each other for the first time ever last year in a playoff match that went 120 minutes. And it took a Leonard Falk goal in that 120th minute to come away with a 3-2 victory. I mean, you could say redemption, maybe a little bit of revenge. There's a lot of things on the line here tonight, but a chance to move on to the conference finals next week.
Yeah, if last year was any indication, if it's any indication what's going on in Peoria, Illinois with Peoria City SC and Des Moines, Iowa, that game is 3-3 in the first overtime session. It's USL League 2, it's playoff time. Expect great matches from here on out. Every team is good. We'll see a bunch of overtime games, close games. And I don't expect anything less for today in Flint, Michigan.
As a matter of fact, Peoria City right now and Des Moines Menace are currently in overtime as we speak. We'll keep you updated about that. Hey, we want to give a shout out right now. A watch party taking place in Fort Wayne. Over down at Hop River Brewing, Three Rivers Regiment, other supporters group, they're here as well. But we'll talk about the Fort Wayne side here a lot during tonight's match, as well as Flint City. A lot to talk to here as we talk about the Michigan Soccer Network just for a second. Your first time stopping by, hit the subscribe button, like us, share this with your friends and family, and that shout out to Hop Brewing there in Fort Wayne. Hey, you know, Dan, I haven't had a beer in a long time, but beer does sound great, especially on a nice warm Sunday afternoon here in Michigan.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a few places here in Flint as well we could visit after this game, but we're just minutes away from kickoff here at Atwood Stadium, historic Atwood Stadium. There's been presidential candidates that have broadcasted here over 100+ years, thousands of soccer, football matches. We expect an incredible contest here in just a few minutes.
That we do. Let's take a look here at the away side today in Fort Wayne. And there they are. They finished first in the Valley Division. They beat Midwest United here 5-4 in PKs on Friday. And they lost to Flint last year, as we talked about, in that first quarterfinal matchup in the 120th minute off a Leonard Falk goal. They finished the season 8-2-2. They've got 20 goals for, 10 against. 10 is their difference in goals, and they had 5 shutouts this season. If you count what happened this past Friday, they've actually got 6 shutouts on the season, but they are a well-organized team. They've got a great goalkeeper in Ari Briscoe. We'll talk about him throughout much of tonight's match as well. But hey, let's take a look here now at the home side in Flint City. This is the 26th out of 28 seasons that they have made it to the playoffs. And hey, they were here last year. They won in that semifinal matchup. They went on into the conference final where they ended up winning against Des Moines Menace on Friday night, and then went on and lost to Ballard FC in the national semifinal. They finished first in the Great Lakes, above Midwest United. They beat Cleveland 1-0 on Friday, a 75th minute goal from Palmer Alt. Palmer Alt went down in like the 87th minute. He will not be in tonight's game, and he is out. But hey, they scored 39 goals this season, 16 allowed. They're plus 23, and they too had 5 shutouts behind the goalkeeping of Jakub Griziak, and they finished 10-1-3.
Both these teams have been superb since the beginning of May. Again, the Bucks are now 11-1-3 against USL League 2 opponents, 12-1-3 overall. Best season ever for Fort Wayne FC. This is just their 4th year in the league. They're 9-2-2 against USL League competition, 13-2-2 overall. They did have 4 non-league games, which they won as well. So both these teams, it's been a collision course. They're here in the round of 16. The winner will advance to next Friday's conference championship against the winner of another contest going on right now with Des Moines, Iowa, Peoria City SC. That game is in the first overtime. So a lot of action here today, this afternoon at Atwood Stadium. A lot of action coming up here in the next couple of weeks as USL League 2 narrows its way down towards the Final Four.
Let's take a look here at the current USL League 2 bracket. There it is on your screen. Again, a lot has happened. This is the round of 16. All these teams now looking to punch their ticket into the Elite 8, as you'd call it. Again, each conference has its own quarterfinal and semifinal, and then you'll head off to your next destination where you'll play in the final and then the national semifinal. So that all happening here next weekend with destinations to be determined. But hey, we're going to step aside for our first commercial. When we come back, we're going to talk. We're going to have the walkouts, national anthem, starting 11s, and your first half kickoff. So don't go anywhere. The USL League 2 round of 16 coming up next. on the Michigan Soccer Network.
Morrell has a good cutback from him. He'll fire one, and that's going to go in!
Granite City Food and Brewery has 2 Michigan locations in Troy and Northville. Serves made-from-scratch food, brews in-house beer, and even has brunch every Sunday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. To learn more about their daily specials or to book a private party, visit gcfb.com. Make sure you head over to Granite City in Northville at the corner of 7 Mile and Haggerty, or the Troy location at 16 Mile and I-75.
Are you looking to play at the next level? MSN is now offering player recruitment videos. We are excited to partner with you and your family in getting you to the next level. To learn more about our packages and what we offer, head over to the MichiganSoccerNetwork.com. Remember, your journey starts with a click.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the diamond.
In the pool. On the field. Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah!
Be great.
Participate!
Are you looking to take your game to the next level? Did you know that MSN is now offering player recruitment videos? Our packages include a player profile where you show your preferred positions, the club, the league, or school that you play in, your current coach contact information, and more. The highlight videos could be self-submitted, 15 to 30 clips that will be put into a 3 to 7 minute long video. Video review of your Huddle, VIO, or other platforms that you might have video on, as well as for an additional charge, MSN can come out and film games for you to create those clips. Our coach evaluation process, which is also an additional charge, where we have college coaches from various levels across the United States that will review your game film and provide feedback on how to improve that film, as well as also evaluating your play and what you can improve on. To learn more about our packages and what we offer, head over to the MichiganSoccerNetwork.com. Remember, your journey starts with a click.
I'm a husband. I'm a father.
I'm a sister.
I'm a son. I'm a brother.
I'm a daughter. I'm a sister. I'm a referee.
I'm a referee.
I am a referee.
I'm a referee.
Welcome back into Atwood Stadium in Flint, Michigan. USL League 2 Central Conference Playoffs live on the Michigan Soccer Network. It's Sunday, July the 21st. And one of these teams is going to move on to play either Peoria City, who's currently sitting with a 1-goal lead in extra time, or Des Moines Menace, that they maybe have some late magic again. Get back a goal, force a shootout here, but it's currently 4-3 out in Peoria in favor of Peoria City. Let's take a look here. Both these teams, how they got here, Dan. We had a chance to put some of the highlights together here from Friday.
Now.
Great save there from Briscoe. You know, and Dan, we look at these replays or these highlights from Friday. You know, there wasn't a lot going on during that matchup. For most of that game, Briscoe coming with a bunch of big saves. But it went into penalties, and you'll take a look here, obviously, but Briscoe coming up big during penalties in that game.
Yeah, he stopped the 4th and 6th shooters by Midwest United. Midwest United was actually up 3-2 after 3 rounds of PKs. They actually came back and won 5-4 after 6 rounds of penalties. And Audrey Briscoe, who plays for Rutgers University in the Big Ten Conference, it's kind of been their unsung hero this year and last year. Is one of the few returnees they have from the 2023 season. Briscoe's been an absolute beast between the pipes, as they have only given up 10 goals in all their USL League 2 matches, and Briscoe's logged a lot of minutes between the pipes.
No question, but Rillinson is the one that put the final tally on the board for Fort Wayne in that penalty shootout, and then Briscoe makes a diving save, and that's what gave them the 5-4 victory in penalties here on Friday night to move on here to this game this afternoon. We'll now take a look here at some highlights from the Bucks Cleveland Force matchup in the nightcap. And, you know, it was one of those things, Dan, very, very eerily similar to the first game, where we saw a number of opportunities that just did not make their way into the back of the net. I mean, Cleveland had only a handful of opportunities in this one. Obviously, Flint had a ton. But it was scoreless for 75 minutes in that game. Again, we even talked about there was no goals, Dan, for 195 total minutes on Friday in open play. But again, just there was nothing really happening for either team in that final third. Again, Flint had a ton of possession, as they always do. A good opportunity coming here in the 54th minute, but again, nothing to show for it for Flint. And finally, you know, at least a speck of hope there from Paul Morales in the 58th. But it took a shot from Jasimir Gomez in the 75th minute, Dan. You know, that, to be fair, is off-balanced, took a left-footed shot, forcing the goalkeeper, Nagy, to do something and diving to his right. We'll see that here in a moment, but this is it right here on your screen. I mean, just look at he's off balance and just takes a left-footed shot, but then the rebound there by Paul Morales to put it home. And that's the only scoring that took place in the game. And again, Alt took a spill in the 87th, and he is not in the lineup here tonight. That's how that game would come to an end, and that's how Flint made their way here in this one. And moments away here from getting things underway here at Atwood Stadium. So far, current poll right now on YouTube, 38 votes, 58% of your vote going to Fort Wayne. Flint City Bucks getting 42% of your votes.
Yeah, and Flint City dominated their game on Friday night against Cleveland Fourth. 16-7 on shots. 9-3 with shots on frame, but Cleveland did not have a single shot on frame in the entire second half. They only attempted 2 shots. They did have a late corner kick in about the 87th minute. But the Flint City Bucks defense, anchored by Jonas Beste, has been solid here the last couple of games. They have not conceded a goal in their last game of the regular season in the first round here against Cleveland. So their defense has been in lockdown mode as of late. I expect them to try to hold their form as well here tonight against quality Fort Wayne FC squad.
Let's take a look here at the visitors and their starting 11 here tonight. It's not too different than what we saw here on Friday. Briscoe in goal, Hernandez making his way in the lineup here. Diaz, Lamali, Alexander Mihoff, Alberto Anaya, Nishimura, Blay entered in the second half in that one. Kino, Miich. Now Miich also came in along with Keshwa in that matchup on Friday, but they're all set to go here. Mike Avery is their head coach. Let's take a look here now at the home side in Flint City. Boista, again, along with Pondecker, will anchor that back line. Malik Henry, Jasimir Gomez, Colin Ennis, Dyson Claypier will step in place of Palmer Alt. Schneider Mimi, Brock Pickett, Landon Fisher, Dare or Reardon, and Jakub Griziak will get the nod and goal here once again. Paul Doro is the head coach here for the Flint City Bucks. I mean, and hey, I know Alt, leading goal scorer, had 6 goals this season for Flint City, but, when you start talking about who his replacement is here tonight, Claypier's got 2 goals of his own. He had a big one against Kalamazoo here a few weeks ago, as these teams will make their way out onto the pitch now.
Yeah, off the bench, they also have Jaldrick Dahlman, who unfortunately has spent a lot of the season on the injury reserve list. He's back. He did not play, did not dress actually on Friday, but he's back on the bench today. So the Bucks, one thing you can say about them is they do have tremendous depth. Each and every game, 18 gentlemen who will dress. They'll carry 26 guys on the active roster, and close to 40 players every summer will make their overall pool. They shuffle players in and out of the lineup. And you have incredible balance on that score sheet in terms of goals and assists.
USL League 2
With the multitude of weapons throughout the course of the 2024 campaign.
Let's meet today's starting lineup. First for Fort Wayne, number 2, Anthony Hernandez. Number 3, Tiago Diaz. Number 6, Thomas LaMayo. Number 7, Alexander Mihoff. Number 10, Alberto Anaya. Number 14, Gaku Nishimura. Number 15, Chris Blay. Number 16, Shotoro Kino. Number 25, Namek Lihik. Number 30, Nduduzo Keswa. And starting in goal, number 1, Ari Briscoe. Fort Wayne is coached by Mike Avery. And now the starting lineup for your Flint City Bucks. Number 5, Jonas Boista. Number 7, Woody Pondeka. Number 8, Malik Henry. Number 9, Josemir Gomez. Number 10, Colin Innes. Number 14, Dyson Claypier. Number 18, Schneider Mimi. Number 19, Brock Pickett. Number 23, Landon Fisher. Number 27, Dara O'Reilly. And starting in goal, number 31, Jakob Grisha. The Bucks are coached by Paul Doro. Your officials for tonight's match: head referee Kevin Fickar, assistant referees Marcus Bennett and Josh Bronstein, and your fourth official Justin Yanilevich. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please stand and remove your caps as we honor America and those defending our country with the singing of our national anthem, performed this evening by Latina Martin from the FLINT Institute of Music. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets rock like the bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Another beautiful rendition there from Latina Martin, man. It just does not get old hearing her voice, Dan. And she's been here all season long. It's our second year doing these games, and she has just been phenomenal to listen to.
Yeah, just amazing voice coming out of Miss Martin. A staple here at Flint City Bucks game the last couple summers.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to midfield.
As the coin toss about to take place here between
Tonight's Big B game ball kid is Luke Gordon.
Flint City Bucks and Fort Wayne. Sure, Big B ball boy. Still waiting for an update on what's going on right now in Peoria.
It's in the second overtime period, and Peoria City SC is still up 4-3 over the Des Moines Menace. So that game is in the waning minutes. Does Des Moines have some more magic in the hat? They were down 3-1 in the second half of regulation. They came back with 2 late goals to force overtime. Peoria City went up in the 97th minute. They're trying to hang on to advance the Elite Eight. So we'll keep you updated once we are notified what the final scores of that game. Of course,
man, we are right here. It's right before this game starts, Dan. Shout out to the River Rats who are sitting, obviously the Flint City Bucks and their supporters groups. There's a look at Fort Wayne and the Three Rivers Regiment. They've got 20 strong here today, making their way all the way the 241-mile trip from Fort Wayne, Indiana. A shout out to the watch party again at Hot River Brewing Company in Fort Wayne. We appreciate stepping by here on this Sunday afternoon. Sunday evening, I don't know, I mean, is it, when does it become evening? Is it after 6?
I think it's after 6.
After 6, okay, so it's still afternoon then. Up Des Moines just tied, says Caleb Sailor, so it's 4-4.
Oh.
That game is destined for penalties. Last moments here of teams coming together, last few words.
So Oscar Govea with the game-tying goal late in the second overtime period for Des Moines Menace. So they drew even with host Peoria City SC. That game is out at Shea Stadium in Peoria, Illinois. So that game is just minutes away from potentially going into penalty kicks, 4-4. Stalemate late, just great comeback twice by Des Moines. We're now just seconds away from kickoff here. Flint, Michigan, Atwood Stadium, about a mile northwest of downtown Flint.
And here we go. It's the USL League 2 round of 16. As we are not ready. Now we're ready. There we go. Referee had to blow his whistle twice, but Flint City Bucks in the all-red kits going left to right on your screen. Fort Wayne FC in their blue kits going right to left. Jonathan Turner alongside Dan Stickred. Excited you're stopping by here on this Sunday afternoon, evening-ish. You're watching USL League 2 Central Conference semifinal from Atwood Stadium here in Flint, Michigan. First time stopping by, hit that subscribe button, like us, and share this with your friends and family. As again, these two teams saw each other here a year ago today, Dan, back on the 21st of July, down in Fort Wayne, where it took 120 minutes. Went into extra time, and Leonard Falk put away a goal.
I spoke to both coaches on the phone last Thursday afternoon, and both looked back at that 3-2 game, which the Flint City Bucks won, but both coaches called that game an absolute classic, a thriller for fans to watch that type of soccer being played on the pitch. Will we have a similar type game here today in Flint? Remains to be seen, but both these teams are enjoying great seasons, very deep, quality teams, exceptional goalkeeping.
So Keshwa on the ball now. Keshwa came in as a substitute in that game on Friday. As Diaz will switch to that far side, finding Keno. Now right back to Keno. Paul Moralt, who has been a staple in this lineup for Flint City this season, last couple of years actually. Alt is not in the lineup. He played in 11 games this season. He started in all 11. He leads the team with 6 goals and 4 assists. As look at this, great work defensively. That was Chris Belay. I got tied up there with Boysta.
This is the official printing sponsor of the Flint City Bucks. Visit Flint Prints in downtown Flint for all of your printing needs.
Jonas Boysta, the center back for the Bucks. They'll push him up and take a lot of the set pieces, including corner kicks. He does have a good number of assists this season.
Boysta to this near side to Gomez. Now Ennis. Down goes Fisher.
Landon Fishers, part of the squad over at Western Michigan University, which reached the NCAA Division I Sweet 16 the last 2 years.
So Henry on the ball now. Henry's got 3 goals, 4 assists this season for Flint. He's played in 13 games. This is his 14th game he's played. Ball finds its way there to Mehoff on that far side. He's played 13 games this season. Good for 828 minutes.
We ran a story on the career of Malik Henry here on Friday morning over at our website, MichiganSoccerNetwork.com. Henry will have 1 more season of eligibility left at the University of Akron this fall. He is under rights of Montreal in the MLS, being drafted last December, then MLS Super Draft. And Henry's been a huge part of success stories here in 2023 and 2024 for Flint City.
The referee today was Kevin Fiker, along with Marcus Barnett and Josh Bronstein, and Justin Janulich is your fourth official. Ball looking to go long over the top, looking for
Offside.
Mehoff on that far side, but offside flag does go up.
First time either team has been whistled for offsides. We're only in the 5th minute. Just getting ready to cross into the 6th minute of action.
There really isn't a leading scorer on Fort Wayne's side. There's a number of players that have got 3 goals. Ethan Giwa McNeil is one of those, along with Brandon Birmingham. You've also got Tiago Diaz, who, again, playing center back. He's got 3 goals this season. Number of other players, I got Aaron Sanchez with 2 goals. Mikey Ketterman, Oak University product. He's got 2 goals this season. So now Henry brings the ball down. Good ball into Fisher. That's poked away by Mijic. And out for the first corner of the match.
Corner kick, Flint City.
It's a great recovery there by Mijic because Fisher was all alone.
We talked about minutes ago, Jonas Weishta down in the corner. Northwest corner, take the corner kick.
So Boyster will put this one in. It goes up and in to the hands of Briscoe, but it went out first before coming back across. 82 votes have come in so far. We saw a record here on Friday, over 215 votes in that first game. 60% of you say Fort Wayne's going to win this game.
We had a great turnout on the broadcast. There was over 4,100 fans in attendance here Friday night for the round of 32. Of course, there were fireworks after the contest, so a lot of families brought their small children out to the game. There are bounce houses and a lot of activities for small kids to do here at Bucks games, but great crowd on Friday night. A few thousand people have made their way into Atwood Stadium and still trickling in here as we're now in the 8th minute.
Random Aussie says, I voted for overtime tonight. He voted for overtime on Friday as well. We got that. We got not just overtime, we got penalty shots. So as much as I love Random Aussie, just him putting us through that was not fun. Good ball, looking for Henry.
Henry draws a lot of attention out there on the right side, regardless if he's playing forward, midfielder, or as an outside back. He has tremendous track and field type speed, and they will look to him on occasion to get into a foot race in the open space to try to create chances in the final third.
Shifted to this near side, looking for Fisher. Play it back. So reared in, and good defensive play. Ishimura. Ball back to Pickett. Pickett's one of only 2 players on this team. He's played in every single game this season and started in every game this season. Woody Pondeka, who's anchored that back line, along with Brock Pickett, are the only 2 Bucks to have played and started in every game this season.
This is our 16th game in the USL League 2. Both have 16 appearances. They only played 1 non-league game. That was with a lot of reserve players. They played the semi-pro team for the Michigan Jaguars over Linden High School back in early June. That was a non-conference game, but everything else has been within USL League 2. And
good ball. Ishimura. They look to slot this one into the 18, and that's cleared away by Boysta. So 10 minutes in. No shots have been registered thus far. I don't even have a foul yet, Dan.
Just one foul apiece. Those.
Oh, one foul, okay.
Yeah, one foul.
Have not checked to see what's going on with Peoria right now in Des Moines. I'm sure a lot of people are watching that right now, as that's the second foul. Against Fort Wayne. Mimi. Back to Pickett. Now Pondeka. Look to switch to this near side, looking to Boista. First time watching Flint. This is quintessential Flint. They like to work the ball around. They're going to switch the point of attack. They'll go strong side. They'll stay strong side. They'll work it to the weak side and maybe even play a big ball back to the weak side opposite. So you'll see a lot of that. It's very effective. It's now 5-5, they're saying. My goodness. It was 3-1 at one point in that game in favor of Peoria City.
Yeah, I have lost complete and total internet connection on both my phone and laptop, so I cannot get an update here on Twitter.
Good work on that far side. That's cleared away and out. Claypier was in on that.
12th minute, no shots from either team at this point.
Now Briscoe has the ball back. And now they're saying Peoria's down to 10 men. Depending on where you are in that game, though, you know, when I say depending on where you are, if you're like in the waning moments of extra time, we saw that on Friday in that Midwest United game. We saw a player go down, right? We saw a player get red carded, and then it was like with a minute left to go. It didn't matter at that part of the game. Because in that moment in the game, you're not going to create some vulnerabilities, you know, offensively that could harm you defensively. You know what I mean? So you're going to be extremely, extremely patient and choose your moments to get forward. So Boista inside. Fisher looks for Henry. Oh, that's a great tackle by Anthony Hernandez.
Looks like my internet connection's back on, but we're going to the penalties. Peoria, Illinois, Peoria City, SC, Des Moines Menace. Out of Iowa. What a wild game that was. 5-5 now, heading into penalty kicks. So shootout will take place here momentarily. So the winner of that game will play the winner of this game right here.
Well, I'm not sure that's who they will play or not. Well, actually, it will be. I take that back. Yes, it will be either Des Moines Menace or Peoria, because there's going to be that pod, and I'm not sure who else is going to join that pod or that location. Whether it's all depends on who wins here and who wins there, and plus obviously the other two matchups taking place right now. It's Claypier on the ball. Pushes it out wide to Mimi. Mimi with a touch. It's a heavy touch. Good work by Lamali. Get there before Mimi did. That goes go out. 14 minutes in. 0-0.
It's been like a chess match so far, with both teams just trading off possession, trying to find holes in the defense.
Oh, look at this ball, looking for Blay, trying to challenge Boista, who's up for it. Chris Blay's got one goal in the season. This is his 8th appearance. Only his 2nd start of the season, though.
Blay's been kind of a super sub as of late for Fort Wayne.
Well, this ball looking big, but Diaz was their University of Albany product. It's his 14th game of the season, 13th start. He's got 1,090 minutes this season. The ball played in towards Claypier, but makes its way to Briscoe. Beautiful Sunday afternoon here in Flint, Michigan, 84 degrees. I would say there's not a cloud in the sky. There's a lot of clouds in the sky, but it's still a beautiful Sunday afternoon here in Michigan.
It's been quite comfortable the last week or so. Not a ton of humidity.
And Dan, if I weren't here right now, wasn't doing this, I'd probably be playing college football at 25 right now on Xbox.
Here I thought I was seeing me going out to the beach with their family, but no.
No. Ball cleared up toward midfield, looking towards Blay. Pondeka and Blay get tied up, and referee Viker will blow the whistle.
Like Schneider Meady held up his opponent, so.
You know, with my portable battery system, Dan, I could go to the beach and play Xbox at the same time.
Yeah, you never know.
So a free kick coming up here for Fort Wayne. Again, they're all blue kits here going right to left on your screen. A good little combination play. Now looking for Miich on this near side. He'll track it down. Fisher's there defensively for the Bucks. He'll play it back to Keshwa and plays it inside. Anaya, back to Keshwa. Well, cycles all the way back to that back line. That's Lamali, St. John's University product. This is his 10th game of the season, 4th start. Looking for Mehoff, but Mimi's there for Flint.
Mimi Schneider plays outside back for the Flint City Bucks. He's been one of those unsung heroes. Just goes out there game after game and does his job. Doesn't allow a lot to get past him. Today he's playing in the left outside back position.
Pickett now on the ball for Flynn. He'll switch to the far side to Pondeka. Now into Mimi. Looking to go big ball, looking towards Henry on this near side. It's a great switch. Tracked down by Henry. And he'll make his way now in towards the 18. Down by the end line. He's got Fisher. Just not enough pace as Fisher will now run in to Miich, and he might get a yellow card, and he does. So Landon Fisher will pick up his 3rd yellow card of the season here in the 19th minute. You can hear the Three River Regiment saying you can't do that.
Kind of reminds me of the Oakland University basketball chants.
Only difference here, I don't think I see anyone getting shaved in the crowd. That's a big staple at Oakland. I feel like that's, if you're not getting your head shaved, I don't know if you're doing it right. Up this near side, down goes Diaz, and I said Gomez. Take a look here at so far the first half stats. That's another foul. No shots here so far for either side.
No shot attempts, nothing on frame, just one corner kick by Flint City that came about 10 minutes ago.
So far, a pretty evenly matched game here so far. And right now, it's really the middle of the field that both teams are trying to solve. As it is in most cases. So far, 102 votes have come in here. 54% still in favor of Fort Wayne coming away with a victory here today. They traveled 241 miles.
So word just came across that Peoria City SC has prevailed in a shootout over the Des Moines Menace. So that game went into 5-5 heading to the shootout. Peoria City wins 6-5. Not sure what the penalty differential was in that match.
It was 4-2.
4-2 it is, so.
Look at that. So the winner of this game is going to advance, obviously, the conference final here next weekend. I believe that game will take place on Friday afternoon, Friday evening, usually a doubleheader. And they'll take on Peoria City.
There's 4 conferences, so there'll be 2 conference finals on one site and 2 at another, and then the semis will be held at 2 sites as well. So those games should be Friday and Sunday next weekend. USL League 2, 128 teams, that's a record. Began their seasons in early May. 35 made the postseason. There was 3 play-in games out west. So the round of 32 was on Friday. The round of 16 is at various locations here today on Sunday. And then the Elite 8 and Final 4 will be next weekend. And in 2 weekends, the North American Championship. Who will be crowned the winner in 2024? Last year's champion, Ballard SC, was knocked out in the round of 32. So there will be a new winner here in 2024 in the USL League 2 circles.
All played back to Lamali. He'll play it inside. Cashwa. All the way back now to Briscoe. Briscoe was the Golden Glove recipient last year in USL League 2. That honor goes to the goalkeeper that's got the most clean sheets, I believe, right, in the league throughout the season. So, and hey, you know what? He made two big saves, 3 big saves in regulation on Friday, and then obviously 2 great saves in the penalty shootout.
He had 4 saves going into the shootout. 3 were, high quality stops. Made 2 more saves in the shootout.
Miich makes his way in the middle of the park, and he'll go be down. Referee will say, nuh-uh. It's Keshwa. Anaya. Out wide. It's Mihov. Looks to cut inside. Mihov will take one, and Griziak will watch that one go right into his arms.
So, first save of the night for either goalkeeper. First shot overall, first shot on frame. Mr. Jacob Griziak or Robert Snepminder makes the routine saves. We're now seconds away from the 24th minute. Flint City Bucks 0. Fort Wayne SC 0.
So Henry will go back to Boystone. We'll reset and start this all over again with Pondeka on that far side. It's Clapier. Little dummy there from O'Riordan. I'll thank the 291 watching right now on YouTube. Appreciate you stopping by. 24th minute. 0-0 here from Atwood Stadium. Jonathan Turner alongside Dan Stickrat. Watching Flint City Bucks as they take on Fort Wayne FC for a chance to move on to the conference finals here next weekend. To take on the winner, we'll take on Peoria City, the winner of the other semifinal. Two plays here just ended here a few moments ago. There's now Pickett will look to take a shot that off target.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is hot out. Make sure to check out Olivia's homemade ice cream in the pink tent near the bounce house.
That's something like Olivia's homemade ice cream, Dan.
Right here in Flint, Michigan.
That's the one thing we start talking about. You can't have sugar, Dan. Like that's one of the things that just you struggle. Is this ball's played in towards Gomez and Briscoe will watch this one go out. But yeah, when you can't have sugar anymore, there's so many things you don't even realize what is attached to sugar.
Just about everything.
Like literally everything. It's like the kids are like, hey, Dad, can we go to Dairy Queen? I'm like, well, I can't have any Dairy Queen.
Yeah.
So no.
It's hard. I'm sure it's really hard.
Oh, look at that Gomez with Diaz. The battle's still going on. That one's going to end up going out for a corner kick.
This will be the second corner kick of the afternoon for Flint City. Let's look again. Jonas Buesta trotting over to the northwest corner to take this set piece.
So Buesta will take this once again, as you said, Dan. Second corner of the game here for Flint. Is it what comes from Mimi? Snyder Mimi in the 26. It's 1-0.
Jonas Buesta, an absolute bender right to the 6. And Mimi Schneider looked like he was going up to have a slam dunk in basketball high above the crowd, heads it home. So at the 23:49 mark, first shot on frame. The entire match with Flint City Bucks ends in a 1-0 advantage here. Ari Briscoe, the goalkeeper for Fort Wayne, had no chance. There's a perfectly placed ball right to the 6. And Mimi Schneider leaves no doubt. Schneider Mimi leaves no doubt. Off the Jonas Buesta corner kick.
So a 26th minute goal for Schneider Mimi. His second goal of the season. And Flint City have a 1-0 lead.
It was pretty quiet in the stands before that. Now the River Rats, along with the drum line from Flint Hammoney High School, are having a duel there up in the stands on the west side.
Assisting on the play, number 5, Jonas Buesta. Flint City goal scored in the 27th minute.
So a free kick coming up here for Flint. All played out wide to Mimi. We'll cut it back. Keeps going. Mehoff was there, and that one will end up going out for a goal kick. The correction, I think it was the 27th minute of that goal coming in, but. And that was Jonas Buesta's first assist of the season. So now the ball played back. Now looking for Henry. Henry will take a shot, far post. It goes wide.
Managing a supply chain is complex. Manufacturers, distributors, and logistic providers partner with the Genesee Group so they can focus on their core business. Contact the Genesee Group for all of your logistical needs.
So Flint City with the 1-0 advantage, 3-1 on shots. Both teams have 1 shots on frame, and the Bucks also have a 2-0 edge on corner kicks.
Ball over the top, looking for Henry again. Use that speed. He'll cut it back. Put it in towards that back post, and that one's headed up and over. Claypier gets a head on it. they're just joining us, a 27th minute goal from Schneider Mimi off a Jonas Boyster corner kick. Broke the scoreless tie. It's 1-0. Sure, we'll have to welcome in the Peoria City fans here as well. Looking to see who they're playing here coming up next weekend. Miscommunication, now Miech. Miech, he's got Blay.
And that Peoria City Des Moines Menace game was an iconic classic. Peoria City advance 4-2 in penalties. It was 5-5 going into the shootout. Peoria City breaking that stalemate on PKs. So we're now in the 31st minute here in Flint City, Michigan.
That's a foul.
So fifth foul of the afternoon against Flint City Bucks.
That's the fifth foul for Flint.
4 fouls against Fort Wayne SC at this time.
That's number 6. Ball was still moving according to Kevin Fiker. So 122 votes now. 51% say Fort Wayne's going to win. 49% say Flint City Bucks.
32nd minutes. Fans are still trickling in and different entrances around Atwood Stadium here.
The flag goes up for offside.
Second time that
Fort
Wayne's been whistled for offsides.
So Grizak will take this free kick. Play it short to a Reardon. Ball looking for Clapier. One back. Shimura. Mihoff. Back to Keno. Molly. Starting to see a little bit more possession here now, more patience from Fort Wayne. We've seen spells of possession from them. Again, when they get past midfield, that's where the struggle has been all season long for any opponent of Flint City. They do a really good job of compacting their back line. It's now played back towards Grizak.
We covered a game earlier this season, about a month ago, where Flint City Bucks played Kalamazoo SC here at Atwood Stadium. Kalamazoo was up 3-2 late. The Bucks tied it late in regulation and then had a go-ahead goal in stoppage time. They won 4-3, but that was a rare occasion I can think of in the last decade or so where a team had actually outpossessed and outshot the Flint City Bucks. I mean, that goes back to their playing days in Pontiac. They moved from the Ultimate Soccer Arenas in Pontiac up here to Flint before the 2019 season, but it's a rarity over the years that Flint City's outplayed, outpossessed, outshot. It does happen from time to time, but
Something we've talked about a lot, Dan, is it doesn't matter how much you outpossess a team. You know, at the end of the day, it comes down to what the scoreboard says. And I can tell you how many times a team of mine has outpossessed another team and we just didn't win games. And that's the thing, right? Early on in the season, the Flint City Bucks, they struggled to find the back of the net. They had tremendous opportunities. We were seeing games where they had 20, 25 shots, 13 corners. They just couldn't put it in the back of the net, and they found a way in that middle part to the end of the season to score most of their goals. We saw 10 goals in one game against Michiana, obviously, to end their regular season. Is now Mijic up this near side. Fisher there's defensively, plays it inside. Played back now to Hernandez. Now Mihoff. Back into Hernandez. Oh, that's a tumble from Anaya, and now the referee will call a foul. So a dangerous free kick coming up here for Fort Wayne. This is about 24 yards from goal, Dan.
24 yards out, just near the left corner of the box. So this will be the first great opportunity for Fort Wayne to have a shot on frame about 15 minutes into the contest. But
so Anaya will stand over this one. He's got 1 goal, 1 assist on the season. This is 13th game. Paul Doro's dancing here on the sideline.
I saw that. You know, almost in unison with the drum line from Flint Lamy High School. He was bouncing up and down, trying to get a message across to some of his players about their defensive alignment.
Nisha Murr is also standing there as well, but I believe Anaya will take this 3-man wall. It's a great angle, by the way, if you're a free kick taker. This is the kind of a shot you want. I'd imagine Anaya will take this. Anaya will take this. That's a great ball. Griziak. Ball still loose in the 18. It's in. Fort Wayne has tied it up off the foot of Chris Blay. It's 1-1.
Blay with the rebound in traffic in the middle of the box, taps it home in the 37th minute. So just the second shot overall and second on frame finds its way in the back of the net.
Here's another look at the goal. Check that, no replay, apologize.
Replay first, then everything else. Nathan, can you get thumbs up if you understand that, please? That's the second goal you've missed.
So we're tied up here at Atwood Stadium. And again, a great ball from Anaya coming in off that free kick, Dan. Griziak is forced to make a save to get there because if he doesn't get there, that's tapped in. And I'd have to go look back and see who actually got the touch, put it back in.
Fort Wayne goal scored by number 15, Chris Blay, in the 37th minute.
So a free kick coming up here in the 39th minute. Ball comes in, loose in the 18. It was Mimi was right there.
It's the first goal out in the postseason for either team. We're at 1-1 here in the 40th minute. Chris Blay getting the equalizer for Fort Wayne. Schneider Mimi had the first goal for the Flint City Bucks. And the winner will play Peoria City FC out of Peoria, Illinois. Next Friday night for the Central Conference Championship.
So here we are, 40th minute, 1-1. Here's your score, a goal in the 27th minute from Schneider Mimi, and then an equalizer from Chris Blay in the 37th. We're all notched up here, one apiece. Ball comes in, and that's unable to convert that last pass. It's Blay. Chris Blay getting his second goal of the season here a few minutes ago. Fisher puts this ball into the 18. Looking for Gomez and makes his way to Briscoe. Ball's out wide. Now Mimi. Cut back by Ennis. Good ball. It's Claypier. Back to Ennis. Back post towards Henry, but Briscoe's right there. Shout out to our production team, the best production team that there is. Got Ryan Gagnon on our field camera, Jeff Tiefend, our main camera. We've got Graham Gagnon on our Zoom camera. Lexi, our switchboard operator. Phoebe and Zoe, our audio. Nathan, our technical director. Brianna, our director. Dan Stickrat, my partner in crime. I'm Jonathan Turner. Thank you for tuning in here on this Sunday. Still afternoon. I guess the evening starts officially at 6 o'clock. Ooh, that's a hard ball right into the chest of Nishimura. Now Pickett will look to play to Henry, and Hernandez will watch that one go out. Coming up here at halftime, we'll step aside. Send you to commercial. Be back here for mid-break. Talk about the first half. Now Henry put this one in towards Claypier. Brought down. This ball played in, and that one somehow almost made its way towards goal.
Kettering University provides cooperative and experiential learning-based education in the science, technology, education, mathematics, and business fields. Visit Kettering EDU.
So 45th minute here at Atwood Stadium, just northwest of downtown Flint, Michigan, and Flint City Bucks, Fort Wayne FC at a 1-1 stalemate here in the waning minutes of the first half.
O'Riordan. understanding is the attendance from Friday was just over 4,000 strong here in Flint. Then he takes a spill. Mehoff, and that stays on the pitch. Good work by Pickett.
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee has indicated a minimum of 1 minute of stoppage time.
Ooh, that's a collision. There's Innes. So 1 minute of stoppage time has been added here before we wrap up this first half.
The Flint City Bucks would like to thank
So even with a pair of goals, 1 yellow card, and combined 14 fouls, just 1 minute of stoppage time was added. So we're now in about the final 30 to 40 seconds here of the first half.
Good win back. Ball in Innes. Looking for Claypier. Now Pickett. Pickett goes down just outside the 18. So a free kick coming up here for the Bucks. I'm not sure what the argument would be there. I don't know whether you're whatever fan you might be for that looked like a foul every day of the week. So
this is about straight on as you can get, 19 yards out. So great set piece opportunity coming up for Flint City to try to get a goal-ahead goal here in stoppage time at the end of the first half. This will probably be one of the last plays, as we are already 30 seconds into the 1 minute of stoppage time. So
Boysta stands over this one. Hey guys, just make sure we switch right now. Let's switch now. Let's not leave on that camera too long. We're getting complaints about the switching taking too long. Come back on. So here comes a shot right into the wall. And that will wrap up this first half.
Ladies and gentlemen, your score at halftime. The Flint City Bucks.
It's 1-1 here from Flint. A goal in the 27th minute from Schneider Mimi. And then the equalizer from Chris Blay in the 37th. And that's where this first half will come to an end. 45 minutes down, 45 minutes to go. Who will take on Peoria City? Will it be Flint City or will it be Fort Wayne? We'll find out after this.
Has a good cutback from him. He'll fire one, and that's going to go in.
Granite City Food and Brewery has 2 Michigan locations in Troy and Northville. Serves made-from-scratch food, brews in-house beer, and even has brunch every Sunday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. To learn more about their daily specials or to book a private party, visit gcfb.com. Make sure you head over to Granite City in Northville at the corner of 7 Mile and Haggerty, or the Troy location at 16 Mile and I-75.
Are you looking to play at the next level? MSN is now offering player recruitment videos. We are excited to partner with you and your family in getting you to the next level. To learn more about our packages and what we offer, head over to the MichiganSoccerNetwork.com. Remember, your journey starts with a click.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the diamond.
In the pool. On the field. Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
to more friends.
Yeah! Be great. Participate!
Are you looking to take your game to the next level? Did you know that MSN is now offering player recruitment videos? Our packages include a player profile where you show your preferred positions, the club, the league, or school that you play in, your current coach contact information, and more. The highlight videos could be self-submitted, 15 to 30 clips that will be put into a 3 to 7 minute long video. Video review of your Huddle, VO, or other platforms that you might have video on, as well as for an additional charge, MSN can come out and film games for you to create those clips. Our coach evaluation process, which is also an additional charge, where we have college coaches from various levels across the United States that will review your game film and provide feedback on how to improve that film, as well as also evaluating your play and what you can improve on. To learn more about our packages and what we offer, head over to the MichiganSoccerNetwork.com. Remember, your journey starts with a click.
I'm a husband. I'm a father.
I'm a sister.
I'm a son. I'm a brother.
I'm a daughter. I'm a sister. I'm a referee.
I'm a referee.
I am a referee.
I'm a referee.
Are you looking to play at the next level? MSN is now offering player recruitment videos. We are excited to partner with you and your family in getting you to the next level. To learn more about our packages and what we offer, head over to the MichiganSoccerNetwork.com. Remember, your journey starts with a click.
Now Worrell has a good cutback from him. He'll fire one, and that's going to go in!
Michigan Soccer Network, man! DCFC!
The sights, the sounds of historic Keyworth Stadium. There's nothing quite like it. Each week, Jonathan Turner and Neil Rule will break down the most recent Detroit City FC USL Championship match, taking a look at the Eastern Conference standings, looking ahead to their upcoming match, and much more. Watch the Detroit City FC recap show each week on the Michigan Soccer Network.
Let's go City on the Michigan Soccer Network.
You are watching the Michigan Soccer Network.
Northwestern is up from 12, now at 10.
Voice of Michigan Student Athletes, the Student Advisory Council's role
is to convey the message of how high school sports are supposed to be played.
We are responsible for helping the MHSAA maintain a positive and healthy atmosphere
in which interscholastic students can thrive.
We believe athletes should be competitive,
sportsmanlike, and excel academically.
We believe students in the stands should have fun,
but not take the focus away from the game. We believe coaches should act as teachers,
helping student athletes develop while still keeping high school sports in perspective.
We believe that parents should always be positive role models
and be supportive of their child's decisions.
We believe officials commit their own time to high school sports.
And respect should always be shown and given to them.
The most important goal for student athletes is to enjoy high school sports
while maintaining a high level of respect for all those involved in the games.
Enjoy the game.
Are you looking to take your game to the next level? Did you know that MSN is now offering player recruitment videos? Our packages include a player profile where you show your preferred positions, the club, the league, or school that you play in, your current coach contact information, and more. The highlight videos could be self-submitted, 15 to 30 clips that will be put into a 3 to 7 minute long video. Video review of your Huddle, VO, or other platforms that you might have video on, as well as for an additional charge, MSN can come out and film games for you to create those clips. Our coach evaluation process, which is also an additional charge, where we have college coaches from various levels across the United States that will review your game film and provide feedback on how to improve that film, as well as also evaluating your play and what you can improve on. To learn more about our packages and what we offer, head over to the MichiganSoccerNetwork.com. Remember, your journey starts with a click.
Our mission is to help players take their game to the next level and reach their potential. Not only do we help develop fundamental technical skills such as ball control in tight spaces with different surfaces, dribbling at speed and changing direction, using a variety of 1v1 skills to create space, receiving on a half turn, hook turn, and out of the air, finishing off the dribbling, one-touch, volleys, and headers. We help players get comfortable performing these skills at game speed with pressure and with both their dominant and non-dominant foot. In addition, we help players with their speed of play, awareness of space, defenders and teammates, and also dominate with our off-the-ball movement. We offer a variety of surfaces such as one-on-ones, small groups, large groups, as well as team sessions. We have an experienced coaching staff that is professional, friendly, patient, while still holding players to high standards and holding them accountable. No matter what level you're at as a player, I'm confident we can help you get better. Over the past 3 years, we've built one of...
It's time to exit the field as we prepare.
Welcome back here into Atwood Stadium. 1-1 here at the half. A 27th minute goal from Schneider Mimi, his second goal of the season. And that was in the 27th, assisted by Jonas Boysta, and then a goal in the 37th, an equalizer from Chris Boulay, his second of the season. That's where this game stands here at the end of one. We'll be back here for the second half kickoff after this.
Are you looking to take your game to the next level? Did you know that MSN is now offering player recruitment videos? Our packages include a player profile where you show your preferred positions, the club, the league, or school that you play in, your current coach contact information, and more. The highlight videos could be self-submitted, 15 to 30 clips that will be put into a 3 to 7 minute long video. Video review of your Huddle, VO, or other platforms that you might have video on, as well as for an additional charge, MSN can come out and film games for you to create those clips. Our coach evaluation process, which is also an additional charge, where we have college coaches from various levels across the United States that will review your game film and provide feedback on how to improve that film, as well as also evaluating your play and what you can improve on. To learn more about our packages and what we offer, head over to the MichiganSoccerNetwork.com. Remember, your journey starts with a click.
I'm a husband. I'm a father.
I'm a sister.
I'm a son. I'm a brother.
I'm a daughter. I'm a sister. I'm a referee.
I'm a referee.
I am a referee.
I'm a referee.
Welcome back here in Atwood Stadium. It's 1-1. Jonathan Turner alongside Dan Sickrat. Flint City Bucks, Fort Wayne looking to punch their ticket into the next week's final against Peoria City, who won in PKs here about a half hour ago, 4-2. Look there at the drum line. Been hearing all game. Hey, I just want to address something. I know in the comments back and forth about what you heard here in the press box. I can assure you that no one here was yelling at anybody. We are literally all a family here. Dan, down to my left here. There are the press boxes. There's no air conditioning, so there's a lot of fans, and obviously there's a lot of noise. So we can't hear each other. It gets a little louder, but no one's yelling. Everybody's happy. Everybody's good, and we know that. So we do apologize if you heard anything, but nothing was said that was derogatory and nobody was yelled at. But either way, we appreciate you stopping by and tuning in here today. Nathan, our technical director, is doing a fantastic job. That was Brianna and Lexi and Phoebe and Zoe. Either way, 45 minutes to go. So Fort Wayne will have the ball here to start the second half. They're in their all blue kits going left to right on your screen. Flint City in their all red kits going right to left, and we are back underway here from Atwood Stadium. And Jonathan Turner alongside Dan Stickrat.
Flint City had a 6-3 overall shots advantage. Fort Wayne had a 3-1 edge with shots on frame. 2 coming on their equalizer. A shot and a rebound, which Chris Blay went into the back of the net. Flint City has the game's only 2 corner kicks. So 1-1 here, 46th minute.
We're not notified of any changes at the half. There's Mishoff. One back now by Flint, played up towards Gomez. This will be played back now by Lamali, all the way back to Briscoe. Looking at the current vote tallies, 168 votes have made their way in. Flint City Bucks currently in the lead with 51% of your vote. Fort Wayne with 49%.
There must be a winner today, much like the first game. Went to a double overtime and a penalty kick shootout. That game was over in Peoria, Illinois, or Peoria City SC. Defeated the Des Moines Menace out of Iowa, 6-5. 4-2 on PKs to decide the winner there. Just a wild affair with that many goals. Over 120 minutes.
So Ennis, ball played back. Little flick towards Clapier. Clapier brings it down. Scott Gomez here on the near side. Ball played into the 18. Missed clearance. Is now Ennis. Will find Henry out wide. Henry into the box. Looking for a Reardon. Now here comes Keshwa. We're going to say that's a foul. So now a yellow card is coming out for O'Riordan. So 27 gets a yellow card. That's his second yellow card of the season.
Yellow card issued in the 48th minute to Flint City number 27, Dara O'Riordan.
So Dara O'Riordan in the books. On that far side. That's Miich now on that far left side. O'Malley will look to play to Miich. Fisher will try and track it down. Miich gets there first, but last touched off him and out for a throw-in. It's win or go home. Must be a winner here tonight. It is officially now tonight. Dan, it's been two, and again, we talk about this a lot. We don't like to get, we don't talk political at all during our games, but I mean, in the last 2 games that we've been in Flint, in this press box, 2 major things have happened. Right, is last week, obviously, the attempted assassination attempt of former President Trump, and then the fact that Joe Biden stepped down as running in 2024 and has passed it off to Kamala Harris. So, I mean, again, not getting involved in the political aspect of that, just 2 big moments that have happened here while we've been in a press box preparing for a game.
Yeah, over the course of 8 days, and makes you ask yourself the question, what's next in store?
You know, yesterday, all the airlines that had cancellations. Ennis finding Gomez. Shout out again to the watch party at Hop River Brewing in Fort Wayne, Indiana. The official watch party for tonight's Fort Wayne FC faithful back home in Fort Wayne. River Rats are the official supporter group of Flint City. They're off to our right. And the Three Rivers Regiment, Fort Wayne's supporter group, down below. Schneider Mimi puts this one in the box, loose, and now it's popped up and cleared away. I think that's Diaz that had trouble initially, but was able to successfully clear that one out of the box.
Bucks will come out in attack mode here to start the second half.
From the comments section, Dan, someone said, what does Michigan Soccer Network know after we talked about it? We don't know anything. We don't know soccer. Is Henry out on that far side. Henry puts this one in back post. Oh, Reardon now on the ball. He'll take a, no, will not take a shot. He'll hold back. Now plays back to Mimi. Mimi will play his one back post, and nobody there for Flint.
Thanks to a sponsorship from the Charles Stewart Mott Foundation, the Flint City Bucks are able to provide
A lot of the balls bitten down in the final third. Flint City has yet to attempt a shot here in the first 6.5 minutes of the second half. Flint City's definitely come out more aggressive here to start the second half.
Look at that ball over the top, looking for Blay, but he was in an offside position.
Offside, Fort Wayne.
Fort Wayne bench. Just see frustration from them.
He looked like he was a solid stride or two offsides. So third time tonight, the Fort Wayne FC whistled for offsides.
Dan, Flint's what, about 65 miles from downtown Detroit? What do you think?
Yeah, it's a fair assessment. You know, orange barrel season here in Michigan, so quite a bit of construction between here and there, but
might be more like 70 miles. I don't know. It's a good hour and 25 minutes from here. Ball comes in. Makes his way to Henry. Henry will cut back. Now on his left foot. He'll take a shot. That's blocked. It's Hernandez that blocked, and now Miach will collect on that far side.
Sal's Gym is the official strength and conditioning partner of the Flint City Bucks. Sal's Gym is located 2 blocks west of Atwood Stadium on University Avenue. Visit Sal's Gym today to explore a membership option that's right for you.
Ball played back to Griziak. Griziak's played 15 games this season, starting in 15. Includes this one.
We officially crossed into the 55th minute here at Atwood Stadium. No goals here in the second half. Both goals came in the first half. 27th minute for Flint City and 37th minute for Fort Wayne. Flint City has only one shot here in the second half wide of the goal.
Mehoff. Good defensive work by Mimi. Now Claypier. Good looking switch towards Henry on that far side. Touched off Hernandez and out for a throw-in. Ball played inside to Pondeka. Now to Mimi on this near side. He'll play to Noor Reardon. Now Innes. A little stutter there as this ball played in towards Gomez. He was thinking Henry, but just couldn't find the lane.
The Bucks have been trying to get the ball over to Henry for quite a bit here in this contest. They're trying to exploit something down the right side. Henry, if he isn't the fastest player in the entire USL League Two, he's right up there among the fastest of them. He is track and field type speed. '57th minute.
Ball played back to Griziak from Dyson Claypier. Pondeka into Mimi. Ooh, Mimi is taken down. That's a foul. Play quick. Innes. Pickett. Looking to slot one in for Henry. That's good defensive play by Hernandez.
Henry's trying to sneak in behind the back line. Hernandez was saying no can do in that play.
All played up towards his near side, looking for Mehoff, and back it will go. Again, a reminder, winner of this game will play Peoria City here next week in the conference final. They'll advance to that conference final. Again, games, I believe, will be on Friday, Sunday again next week. The site is yet to be determined. So the winner will play Peoria City next Friday afternoon or evening. I'm sure that'll be announced, I'm sure, sometime tomorrow. Last year, these games were played in Fort Wayne. Now Henry, he'll collect. Let's put this one into the 18, and now Gomez. Now foul called.
Fenton Winery and Brewery is an award-winning microbrewery winery.
Peoria City winning here earlier tonight in penalties. They were up 3-1 at one point, and then in extra time they went up 4-3, and then tied up by Des Moines. It ended up going 5-5. Then ultimately they won 4-2 in penalties to make their way into the conference final here next weekend. Sure, they're watching right now, is looking to find out who they'll be playing next Friday. Making their way into the final 8 teams.
The USL League Two Power Rankings, which came out beginning of last week. Peoria City was 14th. Des Moines Menace was 12th. They are not out. Flint City Bucks came in the 5th position in that top 15.
Well, look at Henry, pulls that one down, lays it off towards Innes, and up and over. Fantastic touch from Malik Henry. Innes just can't get over it enough, and it goes out for a goal kick. Henry Jones, playoff update. United PDX 2, Project 510 1 in the 62nd minute. Appreciate it, Henry. Thank you. Question in the comments right now is Flint better than Detroit? I think both communities, Dan, are unique in their own way, and one isn't better than or greater than. I to be fair, up until we started covering these games, I didn't really spend a ton of time in Flint, and I'll tell you, I've grown to love this city over the last couple of years. We've eaten downtown. We've gone to the farmers market. I mean, the community out here is just so in tune with this team. It's really fun. And you go to Detroit. Detroit offers similar things, as we're going to see some substitutions. We're going to see Schneider and Sanchez coming in. Anaya is going to come off.
So some fresh legs for Fort Wayne. Fort Wayne's been able to generate anything here in the second half. No shots or corners. Flint City's controlled possession throughout the second half. We're now in the 62nd minute, so a pair of fresh legs for Fort Wayne to see if it can rejuvenate the offense.
I think the argument about pizza being better in Detroit, I think that, I haven't had pizza in Flint, to be fair. Only pizza we've ever had here in Flint has been Little Caesars because they deliver to our press box. But aside from that,
You go on the east side of Flint, there's a family restaurant called Luigi's. Great pizza, great food overall.
Well, there you go.
I think that's off Davison Road, if I'm not.
Almost one back.
Wrong.
That's so you can have the hand of Mimi, and as Schneider, who's got one goal on the season. This is his 12th game he's been in this season, goes to Spring Arbor University. Aaron Sanchez, University of Hawaii, playing his 8th game of the season. He's got 2 goals, a forward. I think it's great. I like to follow him back to Hawaii. I think the question is Flint, Detroit, or Hawaii. I think Hawaii might win that one pretty easily.
I wouldn't mind visiting Hawaii because that's one of the 7 states I have not been to, but I'm more of a road trip kind of guy, and Hawaii, those islands are pretty spaced apart. You're landlocked where you're at, so I don't know if I would do well living the island life, but definitely would like to visit Hawaii sometime.
Ball knocked out that far side. That's Miech. Miech from France, Northrop High School product. Ball played inside by Schneider. Now Miech from Sanchez. Miech cuts back. Ball on his right foot. Takes a shot right into Boista. As Henry goes down.
Look at a nice tackle by Aaron Sanchez.
Current power rankings, you can find those at USL League 2's website. Just go to USLLeague2.com.
Looks like Asheville SC has been number 1 there for quite a while.
We don't get too much into the power rankings. Not, those are all.
I'm not sure how they come up with it, to be honest with you, because most of these teams are never going to come close to ever playing each other. So that's the 4th foul of the second half against Flint City, 12th overall.
Schneider. Look at it back. That was Keshwa. This actually last touched off Mimi, but now Pondeka on the ball. Last touched off Schneider.
So you look at those power ranking, Asheville City SC is number 1. Seacoast United Phantoms, I love it. Western Mass Pioneers, Little Rock Rangers, Flint City Bucks. And again, out of this conference, Des Moines Menace was 12th and Peoria City SC was 15th.
Really, the power rankings are, at least I feel, are for the fan and the media to have discussions. I mean, because any given day, it doesn't matter, how high you're ranked, even your record, who shows up and how you play in that match. Obviously, that might sound cliche, but it's true. I mean, looking at that Cleveland matchup, Dan, look at this. Is Nishimura to play it out to Misha on that far side. Mijic down by the end line. He'll cut back. Fisher there defensively. Mijic puts us in towards Nishimura. Touch! It was Sanchez who had a chance inside the 18. It was blocked on its way towards goal.
So Fort Wayne made a pair of substitutions about 5 minutes ago. Since then, they've been the more aggressive team. They've had Flint City back on their heels as the offside whistle goes up. But
offside, Fort Wayne.
Fresh legs, fresh ideas. Flint City at control play a lot of this contest, especially the first 15, 20 minutes second half. But Fort Wayne beginning to apply some serious pressure.
Big John Steak and Onion has grown to 16 locations in Michigan.
So both teams have 2 shots in the second half, none on target.
So 68th minute, 1-1, both goals coming in the first half. 27th minute goal from Schneider Mimi, his second of the season, and then a 37th minute equalizer by Chris Blay. And that's where this game stands. As Keshwal was thinking about chipping Griziak.
He put that shot on target from about close to 50 yards out.
Yeah, I saw a 70-yarder here earlier this season, so. Starting to see more pressure here defensively on the Bucks, especially when they get the ball. Imagine that was a conversation in the locker room. Is you got to find a way to pressure this back line more. The Bucks force them to make some mistakes. I know that was something in the comments they were saying is you got to put some more pressure on them, but that's the reality. Get the ball back. It's Henry and Hernandez on that far side. Little hold up, and now they're going to call a foul on Henry.
So a little bit of a retaliation on Henry. Fort Wayne player had his jersey. He kind of shoved back. Flint City Bucks are looking to make their first substitution here.
Yeah, Al Rashid's going to step in. He's got 3 goals this season. This will be his 13th appearance. He's going to come in for Ennis. So Colin Ennis will step off. Abdullah Rashid from Baghdad, Iraq, plays at Spring Arbor University. Alongside Schneider.
Ennis, one of the attacking midfielders. His night is done.
Number 21, Abdul Al-Rashid.
So Al-Rashid can score goals. And this is his 13th game. He's played 88 minutes. Got 2 yellow cards on the season. Ball given right to him, first touch of the afternoon. The last touched off Al Rashid, and
70th minute, we're still at that 1-1 stalemate. Flint City Bucks, Fort Wayne SC, both goals coming in the first half.
One back, now Clapier. Tried to find O'Riordan on the run, and good defensive work by Nishimura. Now Sanchez will find Mijic on that far side. Oh, that's a back heel, but offside.
Offside, Fort Wayne.
Nice effort, but Fort Wayne caught napping out here on the right side. The 5th time they've been whistled for offsides in this match. Fort Wayne has 3 shot attempts here in the second half, all coming in the last 5 minutes.
Now Mimi. That's going to go last touched off Mimi. No, they're going to say last touched off of Schneider. Give and go. That might be just too much pace as Fisher tried to keep it on, but ran out of real estate.
USCU is proud to be your local credit union, and they're here to help in any way they can. They proudly provided over $4 million in PPP loans to support our local small businesses, whether a business or personal account.
So Flint Cities have 8-6 overall shots advantage, but Fort Wayne 4-1 overall with shots on frame. Flint City's only shot on goal was the 27th minute tally from Schneider Mimi.
Ball over the top, and Mimi will chase it down, play it back to Griziak.
Of course, Chris Bly was able to knock home a rebound himself for Fort Wayne in the 37th minute. That was the equalizer, and that's where we stand right now here in the 72nd minute.
Ball played up, looking for Gomez. Gomez cuts back. Gomez towards that back post, towards Clapier. Now we're reared in with a volley up and into the bleachers.
It's the second time tonight Reardon had a great opportunity just outside the box, but that one is shanked over the crossbar.
The Bucks would like to thank Mike Brew of Advanced Physical Therapy Center for providing physical therapy coverage throughout the season.
Ball to the top, looking for Blay. Blay is on. He'll track it down. Blay tries to slide it in towards Sanchez, and one back by Flint. Al Rashed. Met by Schneider. Pickett looking for Al Rashed. He just can't collect it. Going to see a substitution. Abubakar Traore. Didn't see him on Friday. He's played in 10 games this season. He's got 1 goal. Plays for the Charlotte 49ers.
Fort Wayne substitution. Leaving the pitch, number 25, Namath Needed.
This is the third sub of the second half for Fort Wayne. Flint City's made 1 substitution. So we just crossed over in the 75th minute.
Settled down. Oh, Blade just could not connect with his teammate and Schneider. So Miic's day is done. Coming in for him was Abubakar Traore. It's Pickett. Looking for Blay. Blay's got 4 Flint City defenders around him. Al Rashed was right there. Blay still fighting hard. 1 back now by Pondeka in Flint City.
It looked like Blay actually tripped over his own foot on that play.
Looking to go long, looking for Henry. That's a great ball. Henry's held up. Hernandez. Ball laid off to Gomez. He's got Al-Rashid just outside the 18. Ball on his right foot. Deflects to Claypier. Back towards Al-Rashid, and he's forced to play it back to O'Riordan. Now Mimi. On his left foot, played inside. O'Riordan. Go back now to Pickett. Look to go to the top, looking for Al-Rashid. Settled down by Keshwa. He'll play it back, and this will be cleared up over midfield. Blay almost goes over the back of Pondeka. Pondeka slips and falls. I feel like right there is like a grease spot or something on the turf. I feel like right there is Everett. You got two players tied up. Sanchez, you got Mimi. Oh, now we've got players, extracurriculars. You don't want that.
You got several players from Fort Wayne's bench running onto the field.
Got Mimi was getting into it.
There was 3 players kind of tangled up. All 3 are trying to get up and play the ball.
Cooler heads will prevail, but right there you got players. So mass confrontation. I mean, you had players shoving each other. Now, depending on how this referee will handle it. Yellow cards. I'm not sure anything deserving of a red card. Is the referee is giving a yellow card now to Paul Doro. So Paul Doro got a yellow card. I think he gave one to the coach as well.
Yeah, he yelled the entire bench.
Oh, the referee's pulling out his red card to Schneider-Mimi. So Schneider-Mimi was just given a red card.
Ladies and gentlemen, it appears a yellow card has been issued to both benches.
So now a yellow card being issued to Blay. So now Flint will be forced to play down a man for the next 13 minutes. Now, Mimi came in and shoved a player and obviously created some stuff. Obviously, the referee saw that as striking an opponent.
So Schneider-Mimi did shove a player. 3 or 4 players off the bench for Fort Wayne ran on the field. One of them shoved Mimi as well. As the referee is still trying to sort this out. So yellow cards have been issued, and Massey a red card to Schneider-Mimi.
So Flint will play down a man for the next 12 minutes. I'm not going to say it's too harsh. He came in, you know, and obviously he comes in to protect his player. I get that. So the referee will perceive that as him striking an opponent, coming in with a two-handed shove like that. So
I'm not disputing the red card at all. He did shove a player. Again, 3 players were tied up there. All 3 are trying to stand up and play the ball. But it's kind of unusual when you have 3, 4, 5 players run off the bench onto the field of play.
And it's one of those things, Dan,
where players struck as well, and there was just a yellow card issued to the entire bench.
It's one of those things, too, Dan, where maybe you can almost argue that might be considered like they called it the orange card, right? Where, you know, you could have given a yellow card there. Because, again, I wouldn't consider it a punch. He comes in, he does a two-handed push. As this ball is played into the 18, up goes Griziak, and he'll make the grab. But, you know, again, you know, the two-handed shove is, ooh, you got a player down now inside the 18. I think that might be Pickett.
It's like Pickett's great. know if he cramped up or.
Yeah, it looks like he did. But again, just looking at that for what it was, you could argue that wasn't as clear of a red card as we've seen. So I think the argument could be that, hey, maybe you could give a yellow card there to everybody and move on. But then you could also argue that's a red card. So it's one of those things where I think it could go either way. But referee, well within his right to issue the red card, he did. We're going to see we're going to see some significant stoppage time.
Scoreboard says 80-42, but a lot of the extracurricular activities here in the second half, you're going to see several minutes of stoppage time added on.
So back underway. Al Rashed on the ball. Henry. Loose ball now to Pickett. Or Reardon.
So Flint City will play down a man. They're still in attack mode coming out of the injury timeout.
The question you ask, is this going to change anything for Flint? As for right now, it hasn't changed anything. Forces them to change how they attack, but they're still the ones in possession. So red cards, when a team goes down a man, there's things that can change. It can change momentum for sure for the other side. A lot of times it's the other team, they'll pick up their pace as well, and actually benefits them sometimes as well. As now Schneider, he'll enter the 18 shot, and that's off football upright and out for a goal kick. We'll take a look at that whole melee, if what you call it there, this collision, as you see again. It's at the end this is where Mimi comes in and he shoves him down the ground, and that obviously leads to a whole bunch of other stuff.
You get into a situation like this when you're down a man. So many of these players have played at a high level for so long. You grow up in very good youth clubs. A lot of these players played in MLS Next academies or really good high schools, high-level club teams in the ECNL, and then they get into college. Most of the players on these rosters are NCAA Division I. There are some D2, D3, and NAIA players sprinkled in, but
so now Henry.
They train for situations like this.
Loses the ball, and now Keshwa. Out that far side. Oh, his trip and fall. Well, that's going to be a yellow card. Puts his hands out like I don't know. That is as clear as a yellow card as you're going to see. There's Traore. He's got the yellow card. Number 26 is the one that got that.
Number 26,
Well, Schneider is offside by 3 yards. But Pickett will switch to the Gomez to try to settle it down. He does. Hernandez is there defensively. Pickett puts this one up high towards the back post. That's headed away by Keno.
So this is just the first corner kick for either team here in the second half. Third overall for Flint City, and even down a man, they've been the more aggressive team as we're now into the 86th minute. About 4.5 minutes plus quite a bit of stoppage time should be added onto the clock with the injuries and the sorting of yellows and red cards.
So Boysta once again puts us towards that back post. Briscoe goes up for her. He'll get a punch on it and out for another corner. And that just forces Boysta to have to make a 65-yard run to the other side. Looks like we're going to see Dahlman coming in.
Dahlman spent a lot of time on the injury reserve list this season. He had a shoulder injury about a third of the way into the season. He came back a couple weeks ago. He was not in uniform on Friday. He sat up here in the press box along with several other players who did not dress as well, but he is warming up.
So Boysta puts us one in. It's cleared away. Fisher will track it down. Plays into Al Rashed. Al Rashed towards that back post. Ends up going all the way back to Boysta. Look to put this one back in towards the near post and punched away by Briscoe. Four minutes away plus stoppage time. It's 1-1. Ball played towards Schneider. Good win by Clapier. He'll play it back to Griziak. He'll play it out wide to Boysta. Ball played here to Clapier. Clapier looked to fire one and may look like a hit off the hand. Nishimura did not, said the referee. Nishimura. We have not been given attendance numbers here yet. Ball played in for Gomez. I'd imagine we're going to see Gomez come off for Dahlman. Tarleton's going to come in. You'll also see Micah Sonnenberg as well, number 6. He's only played in one game this season. He's going to get a look here.
Sonnenberg just graduated from Oakland University. You know, he was a standout forward in high school, scored 70 goals his senior year at Brooklyn Columbia Central, down by Jackson, Michigan.
Oh, Traore. Now Sanchez! He just does not get a good touch on it.
But Sonnenberg played with the Michigan Jaguars. He played mainly outside back.
They're going to say it's a corner. So I guess a corner kick coming up here for Fort Wayne. We are going to see again 3 subs.
Leading the match, number 9, Josemir Gomez.
Josemir Gomez. So Clapier's out. So O'Riordan's out.
Entering the match, number 22, Yeldrick
Gomez is out.
Number 13, Baraka Tarleton. And number 6, Micah Sonnenberg.
And Clapier. And obviously Tarleton, Sonnenberg, and Tarleton are all in. It's been a pickup, Dan, in the police presence down on the sideline. There's 4 officers. There was not one officer down there for the first 78 minutes of this game, and now there seems to be 4 down below. So here comes the corner kick. It's played short into Schneider. Ball played into the 18, headed away by Al Rashed. Now Henry on the ball. 90th minute.
So we are officially in a stoppage time as of now.
One back. Fort Wayne on the ball, that's Sanchez.
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee has indicated a minimum of 6 minutes of stoppage.
So 6 minutes of stoppage time has been announced here at Atwood Stadium. Sanchez plays it inside. It's Keshwa. Little back heel overlapping. Now into Sanchez. Sanchez will shoot one. It's deflected on its way through traffic. Hernandez will collect for Fort Wayne. They'll try it again. And that's a shot that's well struck, but wide of frame. You know, Dan, we talk about this all the time about what it takes to win a national championship at any level. You talk about having to overcome adversity. You're talking about the ball's going to bounce your way, got to get calls going your way. You know, a lot of things have to go in your favor in order to get into a national championship matchup and keep going. There are defining moments in games where you can look back and say, that was it. Will that be a defining moment for Fort Wayne? You know, the goal that Blaze scored back, the equalizer in the 37th for them. Will it be a playing down a man for the last 15-plus minutes of this game for Flint City? What are the defining moments of this one that we can look back on for years to come and say, hey, that's the moment that team overcame to help catapult them to the next round to ultimately make them a champion?
Again, these two teams played in the round of 32 last year down at Fort Wayne, and the Flint City Bucks prevailed in double overtime 3-2 in an absolute classic. Now we're about 3 minutes in the stoppage time, so about 3 more minutes. Plenty of time for one of these sides to score a goal-ahead goal.
Ball pushed out here to Schneider. Schneider tracks it down. Sonnenberg. Now Schneider. That one actually last touched off of Schneider. Great work there by Sonnenberg. Dan, when it comes to the whole, time thing, you're pretty good about that. So how much time we got left?
I would guess to me about 3 minutes, maybe a little bit less. Referee issued 6 minutes, but we've already played 3 or 4.
Pushed out wide towards Traore. He came on here a little bit ago. So substitute for Fort Wayne. He'll try to cut it back. Ball put in towards Belay. That's headed away by Pondeka. Henry will try to get there first. And now this will be cleared up over midfield by Pickett. All the way back to Briscoe. Stepping in front of that one is Fisher, and clear that one out of play.
Yeah, the Bucks have Jendrick Dahlman up top. 2 years ago, he played a lot of minutes with Flint City, scored 11 goals. But last year and this year, a little bit of injury prone. He's had a series of injuries.
So a foul call. They'll play this quickly. Played into Keno. They'll play it now to Schneider. Cut back. Schneider. Good individual effort. Schneider down by the end line, and he'll put that one out to the far side. And Traore will now put this one back in towards the box. Now Rashed try to get by Keno. Keno now. Nishimura right at Griziak. What a well-struck ball. It was kicked right at Griziak. Can only imagine as that ball was hit off Nishimura's foot.
Looks like Pondek.
All eyes in Fort Wayne.
Pondek a little slow to get up on that play. He's up and shaking it off.
So referee is coming over to have a word with Grijac. It's time wasting, obviously. Well aware of that. That's why he got a yellow card here earlier this season. It's the only yellow card of the year. That's good sportsmanship on that far side as it was cleared out because Pondeka was hurt or went down. Got to imagine this is getting pretty close here to the end, Dan.
Referee just looked at his watch here a minute ago.
All played in, and so there is the end of regulation. So 2 goals in the first half, a 27th minute goal. 27th minute goal from none other than Schneider Mimi, and then a 37th minute goal from Chris Blay. And we're headed to overtime. So 30 more minutes will determine who moves on to take on Peoria City. Don't go anywhere. Overtime coming up next, right here on the Michigan Soccer Network.
Consisting of 2 15-minute periods, separated.
Are you looking to take your game to the next level? Did you know that MSN is now offering player recruitment videos? Our packages include a player profile where you show your preferred positions, the club, the league, or school that you play in, your current coach contact information, and more. The highlight videos could be self-submitted, 15 to 30 clips that will be put into a 3 to 7 minute long video. Video review of your Huddle, VO, or other platforms that you might have video on, as well as for an additional charge, MSN can come out and film games for you to create those clips. Our coach evaluation process, which is also an additional charge, where we have college coaches from various levels across the United States that will review your game film and provide feedback on how to improve that film, as well as also evaluating your play and what you can improve on. To learn more about our packages and what we offer, head over to the MichiganSoccerNetwork.com. Remember, your journey starts with a click.
I'm a husband. I'm a father.
I'm a sister.
I'm a son. I'm a brother.
I'm a daughter. I'm a sister. I'm a referee.
I'm a referee.
I am a referee.
I'm a referee.
And welcome back here into Atwood Stadium. We're headed to overtime. Extra time, as they say. And if you're just joining us, again, a 27th minute goal from Schneider Mimi, assisted by Jonas Boystad, and then a goal, an equalizer in the 37th from Chris Blay. And who would have thought that the goal scorers from both teams would end up in a battle on the sideline right in front of Fort Wayne's bench that would lead to a red card being issued to Schneider-Mimi and a yellow card being issued to Chris Blay. That's what happened back in the 77th minute. And Flint is down to 10 men. Fort Wayne is looking for redemption from last year's extra time playoff game as well. That game, 120 minutes. So the final goal coming in, the winning goal from Leonard Falk, sent Flint on to the semifinals that they played on Sunday. But either way, getting ready to set this one up here. So we're moments away from getting this thing underway. Again, excited to have you along wherever you're watching near and far. My goodness, Dan.
Both these teams are used to winning this year. Again, Flint City Bucks have 11 wins in the USL League Two, 12 overall. And Fort Wayne has 9 wins in league play, 13 overall. So both teams dipped out of USL League Two a little bit for some non-conference games, but
232 votes have come in here so far. I would turn off the voting poll, but I mean, you know, it's still
going strong.
We got 30 minutes to go. But 52% of your vote have Fort Wayne winning this one. 48% have Flint winning. Again, 233 votes, Dan. That beats our last game, 227. So keep them coming in.
I imagine we got a pretty good turnout in terms of viewers back in Fort Wayne in northern Indiana area.
That's right. They're all watching at the watch party Hop River Brewing in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Is Dahlman, who knows how to score big-time goals. He's done it before. There's Sonnenberg. It's going to be given a free kick here for Flint City. I guess the good news, Dan, no traffic going home.
There was a minor accident on the way up here, just like about 5-minute delay or so, but unless we get stuck in traffic heading south with people coming from up north for a weekend on the lakes and rivers.
So Boysta will take this free kick. It's a good ball played low, headed away by Sanchez. One back. Boysta, it's a heavy touch off. Now cleared back up towards Sonnenberg. Will play it back now to Griziak.
So these 2 15-minute overtimes must be played in full. Flint City will play down a man, getting that red card in the 78th minute.
Oh, one back by Al Rashid. That's good work. Looking for Dahlman. Out comes Briscoe. Ball played right inside. One back. Pickett up this near side. Keno there defensively, down by the end line. Pickett towards Tarleton. One back by Nishimura. A good switch up that far side, Traore. This is a great counterattack for Fort Wayne. And there's Blay. Out comes Griziak. Blay off the woodwork. Chris Blay had an open goal.
Fort Wayne had great numbers, a 3-on-2 rush. Blay broke free, try to slide it into the right post. It deflects off that post and out of harm's way. So great opportunity for Fort Wayne. Does not result in a goal. We're still at 1-1 here in the 3rd minute of overtime.
Inches away from taking the lead here. Another look was just there. Come back at that one in a second, but a mere inches from taking the lead here in overtime. As Schneider, great slide tackle by Sonnenberg. It was Al-Rashid, trips over the ball. One back now. Try to get it back, Nishimura. He'll play it inside to Sanchez. Schneider is down on the turf. So they're going to stop play here as Schneider, again, is down on the ground. We're going to bring the trainer out. But let's take a look at this one again. I mean, look at this. I mean, just Grizek comes out, but it hit off. It hit off the far post. You know, Dan, back when I was in high school, I played for a very, I mean, you know, you talk about historic coaches at the high school level. Tim Storch, you know, obviously very much respected in the soccer community at the high school level. And I remember, you know, my senior year we're playing, and we're in an overtime situation. Like, back then it was golden goal, though. And before the game had even started, he had gone down. He had this weird feeling about moving one of the goals. He moved the goal by about, like, up the line and just off like an inch. I mean, inches, whatever. And in overtime, other team cracks a shot. It was actually Utica Eisenhower. Cracks a shot, hits off the woodwork on that post that he had moved. And to this day, if you asked him, he'd say that the whole reason that happened is because of him. But this won't go out for a goal kick.
Did you just notice that the goal?
Well, it was weird because he was literally before the game was just moving the goal, and those goals were the square ones, right? So they're not like these are obviously the rounded edges.
Yep.
There's no edges, but they're just round. Ours were the square goals. So
square goals,
so
you don't see those too much anymore either.
Yeah. So the way that when you say luck, you know he'll take the credit for he won't call it luck. He said, "Hey, I went down there, moved that with purpose." I remember looking back at it as it was going past. I was a goalkeeper looking back at it going, my goodness, and it did not go in. We ended up winning that game in penalties. So 6 minutes into into overtime is this Traore, and I'll pick this one up. Inside the 18, Fisher. Traore now, he'll keep going. Traore will fire, what a save by Grizek! Big time save. Now another opportunity. Sanchez puts this one up and over.
We've seen 2 or 3 saves by Jakub Grizek this year where you ask yourself the question, how did he get a hand on that? That definitely falls into that category. Flint City down a man. Fort Wayne has been pressing a lot more than when it was 11v11. And that shot had pace on us. He dove down to the ground to push that just side of the goal.
So ball might be headed back. It will be all the way back to Briscoe. Henry's the closest one there for the box.
They've moved Henry up top to take advantage of his speed.
It is joining us. We are in the first period of overtime here at Atwood Stadium. Jonathan Turner alongside Dan Stickerat. It's 1-1. Both goals coming in the first half. 27th minute goal from Schneider Mimi. And an equalizing goal from Fort Wayne and Chris Blay in the 37th minute. A red card was issued to Schneider Mimi in the 77th minute. Flint's been down a man since then.
As you can expect, majority of Fort Wayne shots have come after they've been up a man.
The question to ask is as we get later into this overtime, is it more about survival versus creation? You know, for Flint City, they're down a man. You know, Stallman will try to play this inside towards Tarleton. Looks like Kai Phillip is going to step in for Flint City as well. Sorry, Blum, I apologize. Now Schneider look to cut inside. Pickett trying to thread the needle through Pondeka, and right back out now to Kino. Kashwa played inside to Sanchez, now back out wide to Kino. Pushed out wide, Traore. Remember, Traore is the one that fired that shot off the Griziak, made a save, diving to his right a few moments ago. Ball played back post towards Schneider! Up and over!
Another great opportunity for Fort Wayne on the far post. Just unable to corral that with the shot on frame.
So Blama steps in. His the 7th appearance of the season. Looks like it took off Henry. So Henry stepped off. Ooh, his player down for Fort Wayne. Looks like Diaz. He is pointing to his back. As soon as he went down, he was not sure what happened.
I don't know if he fell wrong on that left tailbone or hip area on the right side, but he instantaneously started rolling around, grabbing that side of his body.
Yeah, he is not moving. So he's getting the spray. A stinger of sorts. So playoff update, United PDX 2, Project 510, 3, 101st minute. Asheville City 0, Brave SC 1. And that's in the 33rd, I believe, 32nd. So Diaz is able to pop up.
Diaz, one of their top defenders for Fort Wayne. He's walking towards the sideline.
I just want to know when they're going to start bringing in like the special, you know, the four medical assistants with, you know, the cot, you know, into the USL League 2 and the amateur levels. You know what I mean? Like, when is that going to come in? When they got to bring them out on the cot, you know, like like they do at the international level. I think we could all get a laugh out of that. The cot they bring out, you know, to bring players off at the highest levels of international play. And I think, to be fair, you should just rotate out your supporter group fans to bring the cot out.
Make them feel even closer to the program as they already are. So we're about ready to cross into the 13th minute of the first overtime. Still 1-1. Both those goals, again, came in the first half. 27th minute for Flint City. 37th minute for Fort Wayne.
Traore will track this one down in the corner, down by the end line. He'll play it back. This ball is
Flint City dodged a bullet early in overtime when Fort Wayne's Chris Bly took a shot off the right goalpost and out of bounds, and then Flint City's goalkeeper Griziak diving save.
So Someone called it the stretcher squad. I like that, actually. That's not bad.
The stretcher squad. All right, that's not
the cot squad, like the mod squad, Kind of good, too, is Pickett. Tried to go through 2 defenders. Keshwa now on the ball. And that one went out. Sonnenberg will throw this one in. Oh, Blomla gets a head on it. Dahlman can't bring it down. Tarleton was right there as well. One back now, Al-Rashed. He's met by a defender and Schneider. Now this ball switched to the opposite side. Traore. Now Fisher. Traore now into the 18, finding Blay, but Pondeco's right there, clean it up. So Schneider was thinking about cross, plays it back to Keno. Back inside for Keshwa. We'll look to play inside. This one kind of deflects, and it'll go make its way to Griziak as we're now officially in the 15th minute here. Overtime.
We did have an injury here in the first overtime. We'll see how much stoppage time is added to the first overtime period. But you can see a little bit sloppiness on both teams as you get in overtime and players start to get a little tired.
Now Blama will go through 2 defenders. They'll have the ball still just outside the 18. To put this one back across towards Dahlman. Dahlman was trying to touch it towards Tollington. Now Pondeca, he'll play it back to Boysta. All the way back to Griziak. Dahlman now on the ball on that far side. Officially entering stoppage time. Tarleton almost won it back for Flint. Ooh, and a slide tackle between Fisher and maybe Keno. Fisher is going to get a yellow card, it looks like, but Fisher's already on a yellow card, and now he gets a red card. So Landon Fisher gets a red card, and now they're down to 9 men. Holy cow, Dan.
Flint City, yellow card.
Seen it all here today.
Second yellow card issued to number 23.
Now, if you're Flint City, what do you do alignment-wise? Do you try to sit back and try to force a shootout? Or do you keep a player up top and look for long ball and a counterattack?
A minimum of 2 minutes of stoppage time.
I mean, that changes everything now, because before you could still try to make things difficult and create opportunities, but if you're Flint now, you've got to pack it in. I mean, you only have 9 players on the field, of which 8 are field players. So, I mean,
and you've already subbed out like 4 or 5 starters, so you're about out of players as well. So interesting times, and it's you think about it. If Flint City does find a way somehow to get to the shootout and wins, Paul Morrall, one of their best players, was out with an injury today. They have 2 key players go out with red cards now, so I don't know what's going to happen in terms, but Fort Wayne does have the advantage being up 2 players as they're going to try to
so that it will end the first half of extra time. And we're going to head to the second half here, and Flint down a man. Not 1, but 2. So don't go anywhere. Be back after this.
Yellow card issued to number 12 for Fort Wayne, Aaron Sanchez.
next level, MSN is now offering player recruitment videos. We are excited to partner with you and your family in getting you to the next level. To learn more about our packages and what we offer, head over to MichiganSoccerNetwork.com. Remember, your journey starts with a click.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the diamond.
Welcome back here into Atwood Stadium. About to get things back underway. It's 1-1. This game's had just about everything you'd want, Dan, in a game. It's got a good crowd, energy. I mean, I'm sure those sitting at home, either in Fort Wayne or here locally, or they're on the edge of their seats. A lot's happened. Goals, red cards, you know, all the above.
The word drama. You have to include the word drama. Is Flint City had a red card after a melee in front of the Fort Wayne bench in the 78th minute. And then just before the end of the first overtime, Flint City's Landon Fisher picked up his second yellow, issued the soft red, and homesteading Bucks will now play the second overtime, and whatever stoppage time is that follows that, down 2 men. So this is a great opportunity for Fort Wayne to come in here and steal. They've had a couple great chances in the first overtime, having a 5-0 shot advantage, 2-0 on frame.
So back underway here with the second half of overtime.
Offside, Fort Wayne.
So that's the 6th time today that Fort Wayne's been whistled for offsides. We're now about 30 seconds into the second overtime session. Again, these are two 15-minute full overtime periods, no golden goal.
Yeah, guys, just so we're at home or watching, that yellow card was not for dissent. That yellow card was for exactly what we thought it was. It was that tackle. This ball played back now to Briscoe. His card was out in his hand basically before he even got to where the Fisher was standing or laying down on the ground. So this ball over the top, looking. I think that was Sanchez.
So back-to-back offsides call, less than 60 seconds apart. It's Fort Wayne trying to go over the top. Flint City only playing 2 players in the back right now. Kind of an unusual situation, kind of a 2-3. I
guess you're gonna go off. I mean, hey, you look at the scenario for what it is. I mean, I'd be playing a little more conservatively up top. I'm not sure.
Looked like a dangerous play on Dahlman there. Tried to corral the ball high in the air, but his foot went close to the face of a Fort Wayne player.
Now you see Fora in back now for Flynn. Is ball finding its way to Traore. He'll dribble, and then a shot towards the near post and wide.
If you watch this game in full, you know, both teams the first 25 minutes so kind of traded off possession, not a lot going on. Flint City picked it up late in the first half. And then most of the second half, Flint City controlled play. After being down a man, they have conceded quite a bit of activity in their end of the field. So Fort Wayne has been the more aggressive team, and now that they're up 2 players.
So Scott McLeod just made his way onto the pitch, taking off Al Rashad. That's obviously probably a defensive move, as he immediately went back to that back line. Sonnenberg.
You have some fans over there on the far side, kind of walking towards the touch line.
Right in those VIP tents on that far side.
A few I mean, thing you at least want to do is get fans involved into a tight game like this. Again, we're in the 19th minute of overtime, so 2 15-minute full overtime periods will be played out. We're 3.5 minutes into the second overtime. If this game is still tied at the end of this, we will enter the realm of a shootout.
Remember, this same matchup last year went into 2 overtime periods as Pickett wins this ball back. Look at Pickett. That actually hits off the hand just outside the 18. Remember, Leonard Fox scored in the 120th minute to win that game for Flint. And now an opportunity here for Flint City.
Jonas Boysta has been taking a majority of the set pieces all season long for Flint City. He is just outside the corner of the box on the right side.
Now, Dan, this is if I was taking a free kick, I'd be lining this thing up with my right foot, taking a outside the foot bender far post. I know that's where Briscoe's standing, but this ball is put in towards that back post, and it's also why I'm not playing in this game. So ball played quickly back in. So now Boysta will get it back for Flint and play it up towards Dahlman, who will head it towards Blama, and he can't bring it under control, and it's now back to Griziak. And he'll take as much time as he can.
So down 2 men, Flint City trying to stall them out as much time as possible, but they've put a little bit of pressure here during the overtime sessions.
Griziak plays it up towards Dahlman. Dahlman will get pulled down, but nothing to do. Oh, that mistake there defensively is Erlinson. And now Dahlman will go through his back. So Erlinson came in. I must have missed that. Maybe during that. I think he replaced Diaz. Nope, Diaz is right there. So switch to the far side. That's Celios, also making his way on the pitch. I think both teams have used up all their subs. Traore into the box, and
with 2 very good goalkeepers, there's not a chance in the world that either team is going to sub out a goalkeeper unless there's a severe injury.
Going to go towards Dahlman, and Dahlman gets an elbow to the back of the head, and a free kick coming up here for Flint. 8 minutes to go. So Boysta take this free kick once again for Flint. Ball put in, and a player is pulled down. Blama pulled down just outside the 18. And the look of dismay on the face of Thomas Lamelli. So now a dangerous free kick for Flint. Just outside the 18. You can't get any closer, Dan, without it being in the actual box.
Mere about 5 or 6 inches outside the box. So another set piece in the danger zone. Flint City down 2 men. You couldn't ask for a better spot.
And we've seen Boysta. We saw it back over a month ago, an upper 90 rocket And now here he has an opportunity.
You have Griesiak
in the second overtime.
Griesiak's over at midfield screaming about telling his players what to do there.
It's Boystein! Briscoe makes the save! A well-placed ball. An even better save. Be thrown in by McLeod. It's a nice long throw in. Oh, it's a head! It finds its way in! The Bucks have taken the lead! Off the head of Baraka Darlington!
McLeod just subbed into the game moments ago. A long throw into the box. Tarleton head ball hit into the corner of the goal on the left side.
The goal coming in the 115th minute.
Flint City goal scored by number 13, Baraka Tarleton. Assisting on the play, number 2, Scott McLeod. Flint City goal was scored in the 115th minute.
Talk about the moment for what it is. You're down 2 men, Dan. You lose 2 of your defenders, your left back and your right back.
And your leading goal scorer was out on an injury from the previous game.
Leading the match, number 6.
Briscoe makes a fantastic save off that free kick from Boysta. McLeod throws in an unbelievable throw in. Somehow Tarleton gets a head on it and finds its way in the back of the net.
If you're looking for the flair, for the dramatic, look no further than the Central Conference semifinals of the USL League 2. Earlier today in Peoria, Illinois, Peoria City SC defeated national powerhouse Des Moines Menace 6-5, went 4-2 in PK, so there was 10 goals scored in open play. Here today, Flint City Bucks were down 2 men. They just went ahead here late in the second overtime period, so this has been an unusual situation. You don't usually see a team down 2 men go up ahead a goal, but this Flint City has gone deep in their bench, and they're going to keep sending the ball along to kind of kill off as much time as they can, as we're now into the 27th minute. So
Troyari up this near side. McLeod will try and track it down, and he'll clear it out for a corner.
So this is just the second corner kick of the entire match for Fort Wayne SC. Even though they're up 2 men, they're trying to find a way here late to net an equalizer as we get set to cross into the 28th minute of overtime.
Ball comes in towards the near post. Griesiak goes in, punches it away. He goes down. Now he's going to milk it for all it's worth.
Yeah.
Someone's asking how Flint got down 2 men. A red card in the 77th minute to Schneider Mimi during a mass confrontation. And then a second yellow card to Landon Fisher issued in in extra time. So now a yellow card is going to be issued to Griesiak.
So Griesiak
issues in the 118th minute to Flint City number 31, Jakub Griesiak.
Griesiak puts it back in. 2 minutes to go plus stoppage time. Flint up by a goal. Rocker Tarleton in the 115th minute. Now Diaz. This near side to Traore. Traore, he'll collect. McLeod there defensively. Traore puts us into the box. Griesiak covers it up.
Seventh save of the game for Jakub Griesiak. As we're now in the 29th minute of overtime, about 15 seconds away from the 30th minute.
Dahlman tried to step into that one. That was Rodrigo de Castro, who's now on the pitch as well for Wayne. Sanchez. 30th minute of stoppage, of extra time. The 120th minute. Ball put in. Referee says no because it hit off the head first of Pondeka, who is now hobbling.
Look at this.
The energy here right now, Dan, is unpalpable.
Flint City up, they're down 2 men. They're still pressing and challenging every ball. Frustrating for Wayne.
Hernandez will play it back. Castro. Rollinson out wide in that far side.
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee has indicated a minimum of 3 minutes of stoppage.
So 3 minutes. And this ball finds its way to Blay. Blay, good fighting there from McLeod. A touch on it. Up this near side. Here comes Blama. He'll cut through 2 defenders. And this Imura will get a yellow card. Maybe not. So a free kick coming here for Flint City. As the Let's Go Bucks continue here at Atwood Stadium. Blama in the corner. He'll try and buy as much time there in the corner as he can. Now Boysta slides in. Now Dolman will go down just outside the 18. And now a red card's gonna come out now as well. Believe that was De Castro. So Dolman gets tripped up.
So if you're Flint City, you're in stoppage time at the end of the second overtime. And now Fort Wayne has 10 and Flint City has 9. Do you take the set piece and try to score an insurance tally, or you just tap it in the corner to stall off more time?
So yeah, De Castro was the one that got the red card. And you play that in the corner, Dan. You go in that corner and you just literally hang there with 2 defenders, and he'll continue to fight. That's what you want. Last touch off of Blama and out for a throw-in. And now Sonnenberg down to the corner. Take it down there again. Buying as much time as you possibly can, trying to kill the clock. End up going out for a corner. The crowd is rising to their feet here at Atwood Stadium.
The crowd of close to 3,000 fans are making the noise. You would think there would be 11,000 in the stadium here at Atwood.
Getting in that corner. No foul as of yet. Now a free kick given to Fort Wayne. Got to get towards, imagine, Dan, we're in the last minute, the waning moments here of this game. Ball played up over midfield. McLeod will win the head. Ball still popping up off Pickett. And the referee has blown the final whistle. Flint City down 2 men. Finding a way in the 115th minute. Have punched their ticket to the conference final next weekend.
Just an unbelievable finish. Again, Scott McLeod just subbed in a couple of minutes before. Nets the game winner off a corner kick.
Please find us on social media.
Flint City has found a way to go to the Elite Eight, the Central Conference Finals next Friday. They will play Peoria City SC out of Peoria, Illinois. We will find out late tonight or tomorrow morning where and when that game will be played. But Flint City missing their leading goal scorer, Palmer, out of an injury late in Friday night's quarterfinal matchup. 2 key players exited the game today, one with a red card, one with 2 yellows, which became a soft red. Yet they defended, and in the end, they got a couple great opportunities, found a way to go ahead, and they maintained it in the end.
We talked about it, Dan, a few weeks back, that Kalamazoo game and how they clawed back. They were down a goal in the 88th minute. Schneider-Mimi able to put one in, and then Dyson Clapier in stoppage time sealed the game winner for them. You look at defining moments, I talked about that. Defining moments. And you can look at this game for what it was. The comments said unreal at times. I think what we saw here tonight, unreal would definitely be a word to describe all of it. Fort Wayne fought to the very end. They showed why they deserved to be here. In the end, they just could not find a way to execute with the extra 2 men, which they had for the better part of about 20 minutes in this extra time period. And if you can't do that, it's hard to continue on. But nonetheless, Flint found a way. A substitute coming in Brockar Tarleton, his 2nd goal of the season, off a throw-in from Scott McLeod in the 115th minute, put Flint City in the win column here tonight. And will they be back here next weekend? Where they'll be going, we won't know until tomorrow, as you mentioned, Dan. My goodness.
It's the respective conference championships Friday and the semifinals on Sunday. There will be 2 sites next weekend, which will hold 2 games apiece. Flint City, Peoria City will face off on Friday for your Central Conference Championship. This will be the 3rd year in a row Flint City's been that far. They lost in the North American semifinals the last 2 years. You talked defining moments, Jonathan, and in their 29-year history, their 26 postseason appearances, this game will go down in Flint City Bucks lore as being one of the greatest wins in postseason history for a storied franchise.
That it will be. I want to thank you all for stopping by here tonight and joining us here on the Michigan Soccer Network. This might be our last broadcast of the year. We won't know until tomorrow. Either way, we appreciate you stopping by. If you haven't already done so, hit the subscribe button, like us, and share this with your friends and family. I want to thank our production crew. Our camera producers tonight, Ryan Gagnon, Jeff Tiefend, Graham Gagnon. Our switcher, Lexi. Our technical director, Nathan. Our audio, and Phoebe and Zoe. and Brianna Turner, our director, along with my broadcast partner, Dan Stickerat. My name's Jonathan Turner. Again, thank you for stopping by. Subscribe, like us, share this with your friends and family. And for one final time, Flint City Bucks, 2. Fort Wayne, 1. Have a great rest of your Sunday. So long, everybody.